Hello there everyone and welcome to my weekly episode of Drawer of the Week. This is Bart Coppens, your favorite online entomologist and museum curator. Every week I select a drawer out of the scientific collection of the Rotterdam Natural History Museum to tell you something about. And this week I've selected this drawer of African Saturniidae. Saturniidae are also known as emperor moths or silk moths, and they're my favorite family and my specialism. So of course I was going to select some Saturniidae sometime. Let's get started. All of these are from Africa. So let's start with this common yellow one. I put it apart, we take the label, and we see the label reads Nudarelia Dione, Fabricius, 1739. Now, Nudarelia dione is really relatively common species. It can be extremely abundant in the right season of the year. They're very, very polyphagous and will eat a number of trees, including sweet gum, liquid amber, but also cherry, prunus, probably also acacia, and many more types of plants. If you ever go collecting in Africa, you're probably going to see this one. If you're in the right place, that is. Okay, next. Now here, these are to me the most interesting. Because let's check out what the label reads, okay? It is, what a name, Orthogonioptilum adigetum. So let's film them briefly. Now these guys are really interesting. First of all, because Orthogonioptilum is one of the most species generale of African Saturniidae. That means there are a lot of species of them. I think there are over 30 known species of them. Even more interestingly, most of them look completely the same. But the differences between Orthogonioptilum species are often internal and can only be seen if you dissect them. So some of you may be wondering, well, if they look about the same, why are they different species? Well, that's because in the genitalia of Lepidoptera, which have very complicated structures, they work almost like a lock and key mechanism when they pair. Now, when two different populations of certain moth have differently shaped genitalia, they're unable to pair with each other and make offspring. And this is the current biological definition of a species. When, for some reason, two breeding populations are unable to form fertile offspring. And sometimes this can be because of genetic incompatibility, but sometimes the reason can be a little bit more stupid and simple, just because they have different looking genitalia that do not fit together, so they are not able to pair. So if you ever want to discover a new species of Saturniidae, study the Orthogonioptilum, please. I can bet you there are many cryptic species still hidden in this genus. Also interesting about Orthogonioptilum is that the food plants and the caterpillars are very unknown to science. I've seen in my life only one picture of a caterpillar of Orthogonioptilum. It looks very strange, with hairs only on its sides, while its back was relatively naked, almost like a Lasiocampidae in some regards. Have like these weird brushes. Now their food plants are unknown, which is strange because they are common species and are very abundant and very speciose. So if you ever discover the food plant of Orthogonioptilum, it may be a big discovery because it's an influential species just because of the fact they are common, okay? So that means they have an impact on our environment. Let's see this. Oh, this is a nice one. This was collected in Cameroon, and it is one of the many Nudarelia species. It's the Nudarelia antinoides, or I should say antinoides. Now this one I can see a mistake, okay? It's called Imbrasia epitemea, but that's completely wrong. This moth is Nudarelia ablis. Very big moth, also very common. And I believe I forgot its food plant, but I think it was either pine tree, it was sweet gum, or something else. It's very frustrating, but I forgot. Okay, but guess it had to be in my spotlight anyways. Now here we have some Melanocera. They're labeled Melanocera menippe, which is a very, very common species throughout many parts of Africa. However, in real life they have a different color because these moths are sort of red to orange. These are old specimens, however, that have been bleached out, so their colors have been gone. Now here we have a very common one. Gonimbrasia zambesina. Now this is the Gonimbrasia zambesina, and as you can see, these specimens are also old and discolored looking. If you are a hobby breeder, you've probably bred this species because they are very easy to breed. They eat a ton of plants, including oak, including willow, including sweet gum and this and that, and cherries and all of the things we have in Europe, which is very convenient for hobbyists. And in Africa, they are also farmed because some people eat their caterpillars. They're considered edible insects. Last but not least, here we have a nice little Guria. What's it? Guria falcata? Oh no, I was wrong. It's Guria nubilata. Guria are also somewhat of a mystery if we're talking about their ecology, but they are really nice moths with a unique wing shape. I like their females more, but unfortunately I only have a male to show you right now. So this was just a simple video. My favorite of all of these is probably this huge Nudarelia ablis, which has the wrong name, this collection, but here we go. And this is a species that I have yet to breed, so I guess this inspires me to breed it sometime. It will happen if you follow my channel. Well, this is the drawer of the week, and thanks for watching. Until next time.